Coming up next on Largo V-News, family-friendly fun for the holidays. Largo Police and Fire Rescue are here to help your holiday season be safe and happy. Don't go anywhere. Largo V-News starts right now. Hey there, I'm Brandon Graham, and thank you for joining us for Largo V-News, your City of Largo video newsletter. We're here to keep you in the know and on the go with programs and events happening in Largo. So, let's get started. Believe it or not, it's that time of year again. Yes, that's right, I'm talking about the holidays. Fortunately, if you're looking for family fun this holiday season, Recreation Parks and Arts has you covered.
So Holiday Stroll actually starts off, we have a night full of shelters that you can hop from shelter to shelter and take part in different craft activities, games. Some of the shelters will have things that they give away. We also will have a lot of food vendors on site for the families if they come hungry, because there's going to be a lot to eat and to drink, Cocos. There's going to be stage performances and our tree lighting. And then just to walk through all the lights. It's beautiful. There's thousands and thousands of beautiful twinkle lights throughout, and you can walk through and just enjoy the entire night. Highland Rec Complex is packed full of a lot of things for the little guys, for the families. They have their character story time. So there's going to be snack time, story time, lots of nice things for the little guys. And then also in December, they're going to have breakfast with Santa and a character story breakfast. So those will be two things that they'll be able to take part in. At our Southwest Recreational Complex, several things coming up for November, December. November, we have our Tiny Tot theme parties. And in November, we have Gobble Gobble Games Galore for our little preschoolers. It's going to be a lot of fun. We do crafts, story time, and some games for the little ones. And then in December, we have Santa's Sleigh Day. So it's going to be packed full of lots of fun things for the little guys.
So as you can see, Largo has a lot going on this holiday season. If you missed any of the details, never fear. Just log on to playlargo.com, download your copy of Play Magazine, or call 727-587-6720. Speaking of the holidays, you can count on stores and parking lots being extremely busy this year, with shoppers galore hunting for big bargains and preparing for holiday parties. Officer Julie Williams is here with some helpful tips to keep you safe during this holiday season.
The best tip that I can give you as a law enforcement officer is to not advertise what you're doing and where you're going and who you're with on social media networks. As much privacy and security that is enabled with some of these sites, you truly don't know who's monitoring what's going on, you know, on the MySpace, the Facebook, the Twitter, things like that. So be very, very, very cautious on what kind of information that you give people, and just be aware that someone else might be paying attention. Have a plan and be prepared. That's one of the most important things that you can do before you leave the house, before you go on vacation. Make sure you have some details and an agenda in place before you even go. You want to make sure that you have a neighbor who is going to be watching your home while you're away, or your apartment, wherever you live. You want to make sure, it could be a friend, it could be a family member that's checking on your mail, things like that, your newspaper. You want to also make sure if you're having any deliveries, specifically because it is the holidays, that you don't want UPS or FedEx dropping random packages at your door and they sit there all day until you come home from work. So you want to make sure to make preparations to have someone else sign for your package, so that way it's not just out and obvious for someone to come by and make it an opportunity for them to steal it. We also have a really good service. It's a residential security check. There's an application that you can fill out, and our volunteer unit will, if you're on vacation or if you're away for any period of time, they will come out and check on your home. There's things that you would have to let us know, whether you have any pets or animals, an alarm system, who is and who is not authorized to be at your home, what type of vehicles would be in the driveway, so that our volunteers who are doing a patrol check on your residence, so that they would know what's normal and not normal. And that's a really good service that we provide for free from the Largo Police Departments. When you have purchases and you put them out in your trash to throw them away, you want to put them in a bag that's black or dark, something that's not see-through or transparent. Try not to do all your shopping in one big event. Try and break it up into smaller shopping trips. And the standard, you know, if you don't lock it, you're going to lose it. So lock your doors, lock your windows, make sure you keep everything secure. The items need to go in your trunk. They shouldn't be visible. Take your time also when you're shopping. Take your time while you're driving from one destination to another. Check your financial statements frequently. If people are making multiple purchases, more purchases than you would normally make around the holiday season, you need to check your financial statements, because if there's anything that's not normal or shouldn't be there, you have to be the first one to make sure that it's either correct or incorrect. And if it's incorrect, it needs to be reported.
And you can contact the Largo Police Department and schedule a vacation home check by visiting them online through largo.com or by calling 727-587-6707. And speaking of holiday safety, Largo Fire Rescue wants to remind you that unfortunately, 'tis the season for accidental fires. The good news is many holiday fires are preventable. Josh Stefanchik is here to tell us more.
One of the biggest things is cooking. Some people don't cook throughout the whole year, but when it becomes the holiday time, everybody's a cook. And sometimes we get confused about how hot things should be or how some of the equipment operates, and it's not equipment we use all the time. I would also be careful about maybe some special cooking operations that if you've never done it before, to be careful doing so, such as deep frying a turkey in some hot oil. Make sure you really understand that process, because that could be very dangerous. It could lead to burns, and it could even lead to property damage. Other items during the holidays is we like decorations. People like trees, we like candles, and as nice and festive as they may be, they could be dangerous. We would recommend not leaving burning candles alone. Make sure they're in a room where you're going to be. If you're going to use a real Christmas tree, keep the tree watered. Make sure you follow all the recommendations on having a real tree. Space heaters, they're good. They could be economical, so we don't have to put on the entire furnace, but they too could be dangerous. I would make sure that you have a good quality space heater. If you're going to use it, make sure it's not around any blankets or it's not around anything that could burn. The good rule of thumb is to keep 3 feet of clearance around any type of space heater, and make sure you don't have kids playing or dancing around. They could fall onto a space heater, or a toy could fall on that space heater. We run many calls where we overload circuit breakers and the lights keep turning off, and the homeowner keeps going on and flipping the circuit back to on instead of it being off. When your circuit's tripping, it's telling you that you're overloading an outlet and that there is a problem. We always promote the use of smoke detectors in and throughout your home. The fire department recommends having a smoke detector on each floor of your residence, as well as within each bedroom. And not just having the smoke detectors, but we need to make sure that smoke detectors work. We recommend replacing the battery every 6 months. We recommend that you test that smoke detector once a month as well.
Well, we hope you and yours enjoy lots of family fun and stay safe this holiday season. As always, thank you so much for being with us, and thanks for subscribing to Largo E-News. Now, if you're catching this somewhere else and you're not yet receiving Largo E-Newsletters, well, signing up is just plain easy. Just visit our homepage at largo.com and click on the Sign Up for E-Newsletters link. Thanks again so much for being with us. We look forward to seeing you next time right here on Largo V-News.